Jan Randolph is the head of sovereign risk at IHS Global Insight and joins me live from London. Great to speak with you, sir. So to cut this, I've heard it called a rot, I've heard it called a cancer, to get rid of it, how much of a haircut are these Euro banks going to really have to take to move this process along?
I think there will have to be another debt restructuring, a haircut, if you like, because we need to get Greece growing. Without Greece growing, the taxes won't come in and they won't be able to service any debt by themselves, that is. At the moment, they're relying on the bailout fund, but they can't live on that forever. They've got to be able to stand on their own feet. So the plans are, and we're not quite there yet, I think the relief rally we've seen is what will not get any traction, is how the losses and the risk burdens are going to be shared between the Greek government, Greek people, the creditors, the taxpayers in Europe, and the banks.
You know, we've heard figures from 20% in terms of the losses that are going to have to be written off the books by these banks. Do you think that's the number, or is it higher? Will it be, some are suggesting, as high as 50%?
Well, that's what we have at the moment, the so-called bond exchange. That's already agreed, and that will likely complete. But the question is it enough? Many analysts, economists in Europe, as well as outside Europe, are saying it's simply not enough to get the debt sustainable in Greece and to allow for Greece to breathe, to grow again, so it can service the debts later on.
You know what I haven't heard, and maybe I'm hearing it from you for the first time in a long time, is this notion of growth. There needs to be more conversation, wouldn't you say, on the idea of growth and not just cuts and austerity?
Yeah, it's very simple, and they may come to, the European policymakers may come to this realization that nobody gets paid back if there's no growth, and so it's sensible to get the economy growing again, to lighten the debt load at least in the first few years. That involves a debt rescheduling and involves losses, but it's absolutely necessary if Greece is going to pay debt in year 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah,
Manuel Barroso said that the eurozone could issue jointly underwritten bonds once there was a deeper integration. What does that mean? I guess the deeper integration. What do you think he's referring to there?
Well, it is interesting, and this is very much part of the bigger solution that involves Greece, but also making the old rural banking system sturdier. Eurobonds are already issued, mainly supported by the AAA governments, Germany obviously the most important, and it's been used to finance the EFSF, the European Financial Stability Fund. Now, the idea is it could actually issue more of these, and that fund becomes the fund which effectively bails out systemically important banks that cannot absorb losses from the restructurings in Greece and possibly elsewhere.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Jan Randolph is the head of sovereign risk at IHS Global Insight, and he's joining me now from London. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.